Hello everyone, this is Major Arlene reporting, and welcome to my little Q&A session. I kind of was looking through my comments and I realized I'd amassed several questions over the last 6 months of this channel and my videos, blah blah blah. So I figured I would answer them all in one place instead of having to answer them multiple times across multiple videos. So the first one is, how do you choose your WODs that you review? Well, the answer is simple, much simpler than you would think. Most of them I choose through id Games random. So if you go to Doomworld, you go to the id Games archive. This is through the old system. There is a download system, but I just use the old legacy system. And just use the random function. I just hit the random button a million times until I find something that's even remotely interesting, or I haven't played it yet. So the only time I don't do that is if somebody actually sends me something, in which case I'll play whatever they send me. But for the most part, I just go to id Games random and just pick a random mod out of the hat, pretty much, so to speak. id Games has quite a few WODs, so that's understating it by a lot, but anyway, you get the point. So, id Games random. Where do you find them? Like I said, id Games, people will send them to me. There's also several different forums and places people will upload their stuff. There's Doomworld, obviously, like there's Realm 667, there's a multitude of servers, there's ZDoom servers, GZDoom servers, all those forums and places like that, Mediafire, all these different places where people upload their stuff. ModDB is another really good place to go, to look for maps. So anyway, so that's that. Why do you play crappy WODs sometimes? Well, because I can, for the most part. Sometimes they are so crappy that they actually make me laugh. But part of what I do is kind of like an archive of sorts of everything that has been uploaded or sent to me. It's kind of an archival process, so you can't just like cherry pick the really good ones. Like, you also have to take the bad ones too, I think, which is why I play them. And some of them are actually really, like, funny in a way. Like, the last one I think I did was, World of Chaos. And that was so bad. Like, it was just such a what the hell kind of moment for me playing that map. And it actually does sometimes make for really fun videos, because you're just sitting there thinking, what in the world is this author going to throw at me next? I have no idea. But it also tells you guys what to avoid. That's one of the biggest things, is like, this WOD is crap, don't play it. I've already done it for you. So, that's the biggest thing. And it actually kind of goes back to the origins of my channel. It's always kind of been that way, actually, because, I started this channel because I was inspired by Aquarius 199, or Nitroactive, however, he does his name now. He's still known as Aquarius 199 on YouTube, but, he plays the good and the bad. Mostly, he started off playing mostly the bad, and Terry traps were his biggest thing. He started to play good ones now, which is cool, but, it makes for really entertaining gameplay, because, we react differently to certain things, so, yeah, so that's why I play them, because I think they're just really interesting and fun sometimes, because you're just kind of, like, trying to sit there and think, what the heck is this author's thought process? What were they thinking when they were mapping this? This is a Sims 4 question that I get a lot, which is, where do you get custom content from? Most of the custom content I get comes from the Sims resource, especially hair. Hair is like a really big thing, for Sims, because the hairs that they have suck. The clothes are good, but the hairs suck. They don't really look very realistic. So, which of course The Sims is not meant to be realistic, but anyway. But yeah, it's through the Sims resource. Stealthic is the author of most of the hairs that I have. There's also, oh god, what's the name? It was like Nightmare or Night something. It was Night something. But those are the two biggest ones that I get my hairs from. There's other authors like Praline Sims and very popular authors. If you look online, you will find pretty much all the custom content. I try not to make a habit of linking people to certain things because, like, I want them to go explore the website and, like, find things themselves that they might think are better. So, whenever somebody asks me about custom content, or you can search for it, Googling really helps. Usually it's, like, for, like, I did a lot of Attack on Titan characters, so the first thing I did was I googled Attack on Titan Sims 4 custom content, and you may have to get a little bit more specific than that, but you will find the stuff that you need in order to make your characters, but you just have to go look for it. I don't make a habit of linking things unless I really have to. Are you ever going to play Blood? I will eventually. It's not on Steam. I had to go buy, I think, a physical disc because I can't find it on Steam anywhere. So it's kind of hard for me to. I buy most of my games digital. I don't keep physical copies of games with me, mostly because I will end up losing them. Speaking of which, I don't even know where my Borderlands case is. Or not my Borderlands case, my boyfriend's Borderlands case. Anyway, so yeah, I do want to play Blood. I just haven't had the time to go and find the game to do it. I will. I really will, I promise. It's difficult for me to find right now. So yeah. Will you ever play Hexen 2? I have tried and I have failed, and I have tried and I have failed. I don't know what it is about Hexen 2, but it will not run on my computer. I've downloaded a copy of it. I bought Hexen 2. Something has happened to all my files with that. It's gotten completely screwed up, and I cannot get it to run properly on my computer. So for now, Hexen 2 is a no-go. Yeah, I would love to play, but I think the other problem is Hexen was really hard for me, and I just don't have a burning desire to play Hexen 2. So, why don't you use mods? Why don't you play with Brutal Doom or Russian Overkill or whatever else? I don't like using mods. I hate using mods. I will only use them if they are absolutely necessary for gameplay, but I will not use them because I feel like it takes away from the experience of the game. Now, you're looking at me and you just heard me talk about Sims 4 mods. Well, Sims 4 is a little bit different. Sims 4, there's only but so much content you have in the game. Gameplay mods for Doom are things like weapons, their HUDs, animations. It doesn't really add anything to the game other than a lot of noise, in my opinion. That's just my personal opinion. I just do not like using mods. If you play with mods, fine. That is all your prerogative. But personally, me, I just don't like mods. Complex Doom is the only one I will even consider playing, but even that one, I would rather just use in a Xandronum multiplayer server for survival or co-op or whatever. I would rather not use a mod unless I absolutely have to. I just feel like it takes away rather than adds on to gaming experience. So, but that's just my personal opinion. If you like mods, go ahead and play them, but I just don't play with mods. I just don't like it. Will you finish Plutonia or will you start TNT Evolution? I will eventually finish Plutonia and maybe start doing TNT Evolution if I feel like I am ready to do that. I started Plutonia this year and never finished it because it was literally so difficult. I mean, if I do play it, I'll have to start over on easy, I think, because it was literally just so difficult. Although a lot of people have said the way that it's designed is difficult, the combat is extremely difficult for whatever reason. So I may just, like, start over, do another playthrough, and see if I can get through it without cheating too much, but if I can't, then I'm not gonna upload a playthrough of it. I'd have to play it a lot and then record it for you guys. But yeah, so those two map sets are extremely difficult. Final Doom is difficult. I mean, just extremely difficult compared to regular Doom and anything else I've ever played. So, okay. Have you played Whiskey.wad, School Doom 2, UACMN, Unhinged, and all that good junk? So those 4 maps. Whiskey.wad, somebody was telling me about it, don't remember, so I may go ahead and play that one. School Doom 2, that sounds like it'd be weird. I've played several maps in the past that deal with schools, so I don't know how I feel about that. UAC, Military Nightmare 2, not on your fucking life will I ever play that. And Unhinged, that was another map set that I could not navigate. I may download it and try it again, so if I can do that, then I'll upload a video. I'll also, I don't think anybody's ever asked this question, but, oh, Doki Doki Literature Club. Somebody recommended that for Halloween. Which, at first, because when I first started it, I was extremely confused because it takes a while to warm up. But, Doki Doki Literature Club, I may go ahead and play for you guys, like on a live stream or something. There's some really interesting things if you've not played it or if you don't plan on playing it. But you just want to, like, see what it's, like, see some things that are hidden in the game. I highly recommend it. Without spoiling too much, it's definitely not all that it seems. You will be very surprised. And then the last question, or this is a question I get a lot, so I guess I better go ahead and answer it. Where does the inspiration for your name come from? So Arlene Sanders was a book in the or a character in the Book of the Doom novels, so that is where I got my inspiration from. Somebody made the connection, of course. Well, isn't that the name that Eric gave his shotgun when he was going to shoot up Columbine? Yes, I know that, but he also got it from the Doom books. Please do not associate me with a shotgun that did a lot of horrible stuff. Or that was attached to a person that did a lot of horrible stuff. Yeah, that shotgun alone did horrible things. No, you know. So anyway, so that is where my name comes from. It comes from the Doom books. And with that, I think I am done with this Q&A. If you have any more questions, feel free to write them down below, and I'll do another Q&A in the next few months, I guess. But other than that, yeah, so hopefully this answered quite a bit of your questions, and if you have any more, just let me know. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, this is Major Arlene. Over and out.